some point? Yes, I was.
What?
I watch a lot of it, actually. All right. So we're solving triangle ABC.
Okay, cool.
Number 14. So you are given a triangle here. And we've got C, B, and A. 81 degrees, 33 degrees, and a side length of 26. So I need to find the other pieces. So I need to find angle B.
66.
I need to find side A and side B.
What section is this?
Still 13.5.
Not 14.1. I thought
What?
Josh had
Those numbers aren't even the same.
Okay, so how do I find angle B?
Oh, I did this one. You do 180 minus 81 and 33, and it is 66, unless I'm wrong. Wait.
Taking your word for it, so you better be right.
Yes.
Okay, so 66 degrees. So now I need to find my other two sides. Okay, now with these ones. When I am given a triangle, do I need to check and see if it makes a triangle?
Yes.
No.
Don't. I listened but didn't listen at the same time.
Okay. Now, do I need to see if there are two triangles?
Yes.
No, because it's only drew me one.
Right. Yeah. I knew that.
Okay, so with these ones, there are only one triangle for them. Okay, with the ones where they just give you values, you do need to check them. Okay, so how do I go about finding side A and side B?
You do either
Wait,
yeah,
sine, cosine,
sine,
and
sine
tangent
or
will work.
cosine. Depending on which one.
But it's not, wait, doesn't it have to be a right triangle though? No, it doesn't have
Nope.
to be right triangle. I learned that one.
All right, so we're going to do A first. So A over the sine of 33 is equal to 26 over the sine of 81. So then I can just multiply by the sine of 33. So A is equal to 26 sine of 33 over the sine of 81. And so what is A? And what mode, just as a refresher, are we in? Degree mode.
Don't put it in radian mode. We learned. 81.
Seems like a lot of numbers now. 14.3.
Okay, so we'll just round to 14 just to make it a whole number, make it easy. Okay, so when I go to find B, what values should I use?
The same one you just did.
Okay,
I mean, like,
the one that I started with.
yeah.
Okay, I don't want to use the value I just found because if I did something wrong, okay, then I'm going to get that one wrong as well. So B over the sine of 66 is equal to 26 over the sine of 81. So B is equal to 26 sine of 66 over the sine of 81. So what is B?
It takes me a second to write down.
23.9. So 24.
So 24. So the answer to our triangle for the missing pieces are up here. Remember, you have to put them all together. Okay, if you just leave them over here, like the stuff on the left, I'm not going looking for your answers, so I will take points off. Okay, it's not that hard to write them all together and box them. All right. Are y'all okay with these ones where they give it to you? Can we move on to the harder ones that are gonna encompass all of it? Okay. let's see.
Thank you.
Let's start with 18 for the next type. Okay, so the same thing, but remember, some are gonna have no triangle, some might have two. So we need to go back and reference all of this to figure out how many triangles we're gonna have.
Oh.
Okay, so 18, we're given A, 73 degrees, little a is 18, B is 11. Okay, so first and foremost, always draw your triangle. I guess I should probably not draw it like that.
Wait, why do we have to draw our triangle if we don't know how many there are yet?
Because I'm going to start placing stuff so that I can see which scenario I have. Because I have to know if I have angle, side, angle, if I have side, side, angle.
If there's already two sides, do you just like know it's side, side, angle then?
But, well, hold on. I have to remember which ones we're using.
Because then you have like angle, side, angle, and then like.
Yeah, so yeah, that's true. So if there's two angles, you have to see which case you have. But either way, I mean, it's going to give you one triangle. But yeah, if there's two sides, yes, I was thinking that we had the other option for if you're given two sides. So yes, we're going to use the side angle case. So we need to look at if our angle was obtuse, which in our case it's not. So we're going to have one of these options on the right-hand side. So we need to find H, and then we need to compare to this and see what is true. So let's go back down and find. So yeah, we don't even need to. I don't really care if you draw a triangle. It might help, but it might not. It really doesn't matter.
Well, H equals 3.399. So like.
Wait.
So H is 11 sine of 73, which you said is what?
Oh, my bad. Never mind. I didn't look. Go on.
Okay.
I have a question. But I'm not exactly. Okay, so it's a sine of 73 because that's the only angle we know.
10.5.
Yeah, that. Now, why is it? Is it?
It's the opposite side. So it's not. So like if I'm using angle A, I can't use side A.
So it has
I have to
be
use
another
this
one.
side. Yeah, I have to use the other side.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, fine.
What'd you say it was, Joel?
10.5.
Okay, so we'll call it 11 just to make it easy. Oh, well, I guess for H we probably shouldn't do that because 10.5. Okay, we'll round for all the other things, but for H we probably shouldn't round. All right, so we've got H is 10.5, A is 18, B is 11. So we need to know, is H greater than A?
No.
No. Is H equal to A?
No. H is less than A.
But is A less than B?
No.
But is A greater than or equal to B?
Huh?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
is it-
Yes.
Yes, A is greater than or equal to B, so we have this case over here where we're going to have one triangle. Okay, and I would say as a general rule, it's good to write how many triangles you're going to have so you don't forget or get confused.
That'd be funny.
Okay, the biggest thing is people will say, oh, I have two triangles and then only solve one of them. It happens a lot. Okay, at this point you might want to draw a triangle just to make sure you have everything kind of in the right general area. But I guess it doesn't really matter that much. So 73, 18, 11. All right, so I don't have any easy values to find here. So what might I want to do first?
You could get side. Could we do the Pythagorean theorem?
Nope, because it's not a right triangle.
Oh, that's true. Would you do that?
I know side B. I know angle and side A.
Wait, couldn't you just take the sine of?
Nope. So I'm going to want to find angle B next. Okay, that's going to be the first thing that I want to do is find B. And then I can find angle C. And then I can find side C. Okay, so to find angle B, okay, I'm using the same thing, same formula. So the sine of B over 11 is equal to the sine of A, which is 73, over 18. So I'm going to multiply by 11. So the sine of B is equal to 11 sine of 73 over 18. And then how do I get rid of the sign on the left side? Take the inverse of it. So B is equal to the inverse sine of 11 times the sine of 73 over 18. Remember, you probably want to do this 11 sine of 73 and then divide it by 18 and then do the inverse sine of second answer, okay, to use that number. If you're not careful, you won't get the right answer. Okay, so for this part, you can round to whole numbers. Okay, I would prefer that, just so everybody's answer looks the same.
Are you? Wait, can you repeat what you just said this time? We can what?
Like for H values, don't round. But for the finding the angles and stuff, everybody should just round to the nearest whole number, so that way everybody's answers look the same.
Okay.
But that means your answer won't match the book's answers because they're not rounding to the nearest whole number, but you should be pretty close.
36?
36, is that what it is?
That's not what I got.
I think it says 51.
I keep saying error.
I got 36. So does mine.
It should be 36. Okay, so in your calculator, you should type in 11 times the sine of 73, hit enter. Okay, if you're having an issue, do it that way. Then hit just the division symbol, and then 18, because that'll do answer divided by 18, hit enter. Then do second sine, because that'll give you inverse. And then do second, and then at the bottom right, there's a little button that says answer. So hit second, and then that button is answer. Okay, it's above the negative sign, I think. I'm not positive off the top of my head. I don't have my calculator in front of me. Okay, and then hit enter again, and it should give it to you.
Okay, I did got it.
Okay, so if you're having issues, just type it in piece by piece. Okay, sometimes the calculators are not as smart as they should be.
Then you're like, what the
Wait,
heck?
say it again. I'm confused.
Do 11 times the sine of 73.
Well, that's because that number is new.
Hit enter.
Oh, I got it.
Then just hit the division symbol. And that should say, now it should say answer divided by, and then do 18. Hit enter. Then hit second sine, which is going to give you the inverse sine. And then hit second again. And then at the bottom right corner, there should be a button that says answer.
Alright,
And then hit enter, and you should get it.
okay, I see.
Okay? So now, I know angle B.
Oh, I see it now. I'm stupid.
So what is angle C?
How do you find
Look.
it?
Mm,
71.
Yeah, it's 7.
is it? Okay.
I feel really stupid right now.
Yeah, you just do the thing we've been doing.
I was trying to do 80 and 80, and I was like, that's not adding up right. And then I was like, oh, because 80 and 80 isn't 180.
80 and 80 is 160.
So, all right, so 71 degrees. So now I need side C. Okay, so now I have no choice but to use this angle that I found. Okay, there's no other option but to use that one because I've got to find side C. So, I don't know what that was. C over the sine of 71 is equal to, but then I'm going to go back and use the A values that I was given so I don't potentially have two issues with error here. 18 over the sine of 73. So then multiply by the sine of 71. So C is equal to 18 sine of 71 over the sine of 73. And what is that equal to?
Yep, 18.
What?
17.7. We probably.
Huh?
18.
18. Sorry. I was like hearing a bunch of different things. I was like, I don't know what Tony said.
Let me try it. Make sure I know what I'm doing. 18.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
In my, I just want to say, if it takes up that much room to do one problem, that's an issue.
Oh yeah, it runs 18.
Just wait till you have two triangles.
Say
Mm.
her, please don't say that. I can't even.
Can we just like know that it has two triangles in it and just be like, that's nice, and then move on?
No.
If life worked like that, it would be great. Actually, I'm gonna throw something
I
at
mean,
you.
it was worth a shot.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's do another one.
Obnoxious. And I should know because I'm really obnoxious.
Okay, do we think we need to see another one that's one triangle?
No.
I'm
Yes.
not sure. I feel like yes, but everyone might disagree.
I agree. I agree with her. One more.
One more. Okay, we'll do one more.
Are they supposed to say
Okay,
that
I'm
whole
giving
thing?
you guys tomorrow because I know this is going to take pretty much the whole class. I'm going to give you tomorrow to do these problems. Okay, so that way I can come around and answer questions too. I don't want you guys trying to do this completely on your own. Let's see. Which one do I want to do?
An easy one.
22. A is 55 degrees. B is 64 degrees.
Yay.
And C is 34. Okay. So what do I need to do first?
Draw a triangle. Wait. Yes, draw a triangle because you know that there's two angles, so it's what you have to figure out what case it is.
So,
I'm listening, Tabitha.
no, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, so based on this, which case do I have?
Angle side.
It reads in order, so I have angle, side, angle.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
ASA.
So when that's true, how many triangles do I have?
One.
One triangle. Okay, so this isn't exactly the same as the one we just did where we had only one angle and two sides. Okay, so this is a little bit different, but the idea of using the formulas are the same.
You can't do that after.
Okay. So I'm missing angle C, little a, and little b. So what is angle C going to be?
Yeah.
61 degrees. Okay. And then how about, let's just go in order. Side A.
Why did you put a degree sign by C?
So A.
I don't know.
was like.
I think just because it was big, and sometimes on here it's just kind of hard to see which
That's
one's.
gonna help us if we remember which one's red.
Maddie, were you saying something? Was that you?
I was.
Oh,
I
Taylor.
said-
I heard it just coming from that direction, and I was like, I don't know whose voice that was.
A over the sine of 55 is equal to
I'm really
wait, we already have C, all of C, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then it's gonna be 34 over the sine of 61.
Okay, everybody understand how we set this up? Okay. So now I need to multiply by the sine of 55 to get A by itself. So A is equal to 34 sine of 55 over the sine of 61. So what is A?
1 second.
6. No, it's not 6, but
No.
I wish.
6 is really small.
32.
Is it a
Wait.
big number?
32.
Yeah, that's A. All agree.
Well, what else do I think it's 6?
So how do you find B?
You put
The
b
same
over
thing.
sine of 64 equals 34 over sine of 61. Okay.
Yep.
Top it on.
Kind of forget Berkeley's over there on the floor. Said I kind of forgot you were over there on the floor, and I was like, I hear her, but I don't see her.
I'm just Casper.
All right, B is equal to 34 sine of 64 over the sine of 61. So that means B is
1 second. I got 35.
35.
35. Beautiful.
No, don't do that.
She's trying again.
She said it's psychotic. I'm cute. No.
Stop it.
All right.
I really like all those vibes.
All right. I think we've done.
Can you scroll just a little tiny bit? Thank you. I trust that.
You saw it too, right? Okay, let's try again. 24. C is 98 degrees. Little c is 29, and little a is 33.
I cannot wait to show you that.
It's obtuse, so what does that mean I need to do?
No, H.
Okay, and just because this is different letters than we're used to, okay, what is the formula going to be for this one? Well, yes.
33 sine of 98.
Okay, so A sine C, so 33 sine of 98. So what is H?
33. But do you want us not to round?
Is there a decimal with it?
Yeah, 32.6. Well, this one's 32.7. 32.7. That is my final.
32.7. Okay, so
It is less than A, but greater than C.
What an option?
the thing we have to remember though is that C in our problem is A in our original formula.
Oh, so it's like.
So it's less than A. I mean more than, oh my gosh. I really need
Okay, so for our problem,
greater than A.
okay, we have, I don't remember what our H is. What is our H?
32.7.
And what is our C?
It's one
29.
triangle, I think. But I'm not
No
actually
triangle.
No
What?
triangle?
Hi.
My mom. It was my
Can I
mom.
see number 22?
Yes, I can.
There's no triangle.
No triangle.
No triangle.
Okay, so if H is greater than C in our case, okay, this A is confusing, but remember, in this case, A went with its angle, so now C is going with the angle.
It's obtuse.
Oh,
So
look at
it's-
that.
It's one angle.
Yes, we didn't
one
need to find
triangle.
You didn't need to, but somebody told me we
I
needed
said
to.
no H,
It's
and you
still
said,
no
you're right,
triangle,
we're finding
though.
H. I was like,
No, I heard we need to find H, and I was like, okay.
okay.
So C is less than or equal to,
No triangle.
so we didn't even need H for this one. How nice.
I was very confused because I was like,
I thought you said we need to find H, and I was like, sure, let's go for it.
I said no H, and I was like, and then you're like, let's find H. I was like, I didn't know we had to do that, but okay.
So 29 is less than 33. That was my bad. I thought you said we need to find H, and I was like, sure, let's do it.
Okay, so whichever side comes first is your A, right?
Yes, so whichever one goes with the angle. So the side that has the angle buddy is the one who's going to,
Oh yeah.
Go
I
first.
forgot. Okay.
so no triangle.
Equal to, right?
Huh?
It's less than or equal to, right?
Yeah, technically the formula. In this case, it's just less than, but yeah. All right. One more of these, and then we're going to do some area problems with the formula we got on Friday.
Even those are easy, it's just calculus. It's just calculator.
Until the test time, it's like, what is like the square root of apple?
All right, 26.
You have to make the triangle out of the A.
B is 21 degrees. Little b is 17. Little c is 32.
Well, it's side, angle.
It's obviously a cube, so you have to do an H.
So yeah, we do need an H. I heard you this time.
We do.
We do need an H.
It's 32 sine of 21. I'll never understand this math humor. What the heck? Like math humor. Like some people like make math jokes. I'm like,
11.
Like, don't make me go off on a tangent.
5. 11.5.
What is this?
11.5.
I'm gonna tell that to my dad.
Wait, why is it 32 and not 17?
Because the B and B.
Because it's not the buddy.
32 songs.
For H, it doesn't need its buddy.
Okay.
My stupid calculator, you stupid.
We already got it.
I know, but it's being dumb. I'm sad.
Okay.
All right, so which case do I have then?
It is less than A.
All
the way back up to the top.
Choose triangles.
So in our case, H is less than, what was it, C? Less than A? I don't remember which one
H
we had.
is less than
A.
is less than
No,
A
C
is
is
B.
greater than.
Oh my
H
goodness.
is less
H,
than
hold on.
B.
Whoa, too
H
far.
is less than B.
One
Less than
person
C.
talk at a time.
H is less than,
B. Less than C.
yes. So 11.5 is less than 17 is less than 32. So how many triangles do I have? 2 triangles, yay.
Stupid. Triangles.
So what does that mean for us?
We have to find 2 triangles.
You have to do everything twice.
How do we do things twice if they have the same number?
Yeah, I just had that same thought. I'm really confused.
So it is kind of interesting. It will take up a lot of space, so hopefully you have a lot. Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right, so at this point, now that I know I have 2 triangles, I want to draw my 2 triangles. So I'm going to draw them. Don't get excited and start getting trigger happy. What is going on?
The iPad's getting trigger happy.
It is getting trigger happy.
Bad job.
Okay, 1 triangle is going to be out here. Whoa, too much. Too much.
I'm
Reverse.
too much.
Reverse it.
Too much. Stop it.
I'm gonna be trigger happy.
I don't know.
Taylor, can you lean back?
Try again.
Pass me phone.
Hey, we did it.
Period.
And our other one is going to be right here.
What in the world?
So we've got 2 triangles, 1 really big one and then 1 really small one.
How do we know when to stop?
When you have 2 of them.
No. How do we know when to like? How do we know how big the triangle is going to be?
Oh, it's just a cute little picture. It doesn't really matter.
So you have the triangle on the left and the triangle on the right, correct?
No, we have the triangle on the left and the
And
whole
then
triangle.
thing? Okay, that's what I was asking.
Fingers gushing out
How do we know
blood.
which is which?
If it's gushing, I would see it like flying over the walls.
Not gushing, but like.
Wait, I have a question. How do you know where A, B, and C is supposed to go?
Well, B is my given angle, so I'm putting it here where I drew it. Now, if I wanted to like go and follow the pattern, I usually go A, B, C around. But because B was my given one
But technically it doesn't
and
matter.
C was a given side, I'm putting it over here. So the ones that were given don't change even though we have 2 triangles. Those values stay the same for both triangles. Well, I guess B technically doesn't. Little b
Oh
doesn't.
my goodness.
No. Sorry. Little b does change, right? No. Little b stays the same. That is, hold on. I'm just going to start writing in numbers because it'll make it easier. Little b stays the same for both triangles. That value can't change.
Awesome.
Okay? The values that are given cannot change. Angle B was 21 degrees. Cannot change.
Wait. Then how do you know that that's not side C? Like side C is just the black line, right? Why is it?
Side C is over here.
Okay, so then how do you know that that's not 32?
It is 32. I just haven't written it in yet.
How do you know that it's the red line is the little b?
Because it's opposite of angle B.
Okay, but it's not also the opposite.
Guys, I would be listening back there because I am not reteaching this, and 2 triangles is very confusing.
But isn't the opposite of the little c also the line in the middle too?
No, because little c will also be little c or angle C.
Little, like the little c.
The little c is always over here where I drew the 32.
Wait, is it like the first triangle the whole triangle and then the second
The first triangle is the really big triangle. The second one is the little tiny one with this
Okay.
right here.
So the first one, both of the sides are 17.
Yeah, because in order to
Yes.
have 3 different sides on the small
So you just
triangle-
like, they're-
Oh my gosh, that makes sense.
Because remember when I was demonstrating this stuff up, all the way up here, so far. Remember how I like said we swing it around? If we took the bottom of the line and swung it around, it would hit twice.
oh.
Okay, so the side A doesn't change lengths. Okay, in this case, our side C, right? No, B. Our side B. Yes.
Is
That makes sense.
is there? Do you know how like if the A and A are the same, that it's 40? Is it 45 degrees? Like, is that something that we're doing? You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's not like a 30, 60, 90 one of those.
No, these are not special triangles.
No, I get it now.
Now, angle A is obviously going to have the same side A for both of them because we're given that value. But we're finding our new values. When I get back there, we're finding our new values. So I'm going to be finding 2 different side A's. Okay, and I'm also finding 2 different angle A's and 2 different angle C's.
How do you do that?
That's what we're getting ready to do.
Okay, I get it now. It's the same line swung over. That's
I'm
why I
like,
was
you
wondering.
understand?
Oh, suck it.
I made
Okay, because what happens here is this thing is swung around and it hits again. Okay, and that it's not a good line, but anyways, it would swing around and hit it again. So like if I did this with my pencil might actually be close to the right side. So if I hit here, I swing around and I come back and it's wherever I hit again. It's like it's on
I
a
get that there's
pendulum.
2, but I don't understand how we're gonna find 2 things with the same exact measurement.
You'll see it in a second. It'll make more sense in a second when we start solving the first one.
Which one do you solve first? Small and big?
we do the big
Which one
one?
are we gonna solve first?
Small.
Big one.
There's more.
I am currently going to solve for angle C.
Okay.
That's just what
Wait,
we're
I have
gonna
a
do.
quick question.
Good catch.
I hate this thing. It's because I have it plugged in, so it's like farther over. What just happened?
No.
Congratulations.
Hello?
The iPad has broke itself.
What just happened?
Are they gone?
Cool. I don't know. We're still recording. That's cool.
Is there right?
Yes.
You like switch to like.
So you know how there's 2 triangles? The
Yes.
one that's in red, is B still 21?
Yes.
So that triangle, the red one, if it was drawn by itself, B would be 21.
Yes.
And is C
Basically, I've got big triangle and little tiny triangle. Those are the 2 triangles that I'm solving. Okay? In one scenario, okay, this is kind of the way you basically, for one triangle, angle C is going to be obtuse, and making sure I have this right. A is going to be acute. Okay, angle A is going to be acute. Then for the other one, angle A is going to be
You did it again. You wrote the
obtuse. And angle C is going to be acute. Okay, so basically I'm going to have 2 triangles, but they're not going to come out to be the same values.
You know, like, when I look at the board and I see some of the triangles and then I try to write them myself, I always do it upside down. Like, I don't know why, but it does not. Joel don't look at me like that.
Wait, what?
Okay, that makes sense.
Talented is Miss Gerhardt.
Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to find angle C.
for the big triangle.
Oh my goodness.
Why can we find
Maybe.
side A?
Maybe. I don't remember which one we're finding first, but we're finding one of them first.
Can we find side A?
No, we are going to find angle C first.
Okay,
That is
so
what we are going to do.
Sine of C over 17.
32.
32. Why is it not 17?
Because C is 32.
Wait, I have a question.
I'm not wrong.
You know how when we're doing lines, I remember this from geometry. But when we're doing lines, and there's lines, and then there's one like that, and you have one angle, isn't it like if you subtract it from 180, then you get the other angle? Do you know what I'm talking about? Or 90?
Wait.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I have to stand up to do this. Okay.
Okay, how about we just do this problem? Because literally, y'all are making this so much more difficult than it needs to be. If you just let me work the problem, I promise it will work and make sense. Okay?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to find angle C first. Okay? If it comes out to be obtuse, A has to be acute. If it comes out to be acute, A has to be obtuse. Okay? So, the values that I know are B values. So, the sine of 21 over 17 is what I'm going to use. So, now I'm going to find angle C. Sine of C is equal to 32 sine of 21 over 17. I need to take the inverse to get C by itself. So C is equal to the inverse sine of 32 sine of 21 over 17. And somebody can tell me then what that is equal to. Okay, 42. Okay, so that is acute, meaning A is going to have to be what?
Obtuse.
Okay, obtuse. So, what is A? How much? 117 degrees. Okay. So in a second, I'm going to go back and write everything that I know. I'm just trying to get through this one first. Okay. Now, the only thing that I still need, okay, is my side A. Okay. I already have side B. I have side C. And I now have all my angles. So I just need side A for this given triangle. So I'm going to do A over the sine of 117 is equal to, I'm going to go back and use the ones that I know. So 17 over the sine of 21. So I'm going to multiply. A is equal to 17 sine of 117 over the sine of 21. And what is A? $42. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and write everything for triangle 1. I had a big C of 42 degrees. I had a big A of 117 and a little a of 42. So that's for triangle 1. Okay, do we understand where we get triangle 1 stuff from?
Would that be the big triangle or the small triangle?
Well, so based on the picture, since we have A up here, obviously it doesn't necessarily look like it in my picture, but A is a lot bigger here than it is in this one. So it should be the big triangle. And then it's not going to look like it here, but this is my angle C that should be obtuse in this little triangle. So sometimes you don't know which one that's why I was trying to say, you don't know which one you're solving for initially when you start solving them, because you don't know which one. I mean, you might know that angle A is going to come out to be obtuse, but you don't necessarily know which one you're solving for when you start solving the triangle. Does that make sense?
Okay, so my question now is the big triangle just the triangle in red or the entire thing?
The big triangle is
Entire thing.
the whole thing.
Okay, that's why I thought C was 17 because I thought we were just solving like. Yeah. Okay.
C is 7. Oh, C is
That's why
no.
I said C was 17 originally because.
Yeah,
I thought
you
we were
ignore this middle part.
for the first
Ignore that when you're doing the big triangle.
Okay,
Oh my
that was my question. Thank you.
Okay, now, this part is where it gets kind of interesting. Okay? we know now, if I can use the right colors, okay, that this is C. But for triangle 2, I need C to be obtuse. Meaning, you're going to go back to reference angles, okay, but they're not hard. For triangle 2, we're going to have 180 minus whatever your C value was before. So minus 42 is equal to what? 138. And this is my new C angle. Okay?
Is that capital C?
Yeah. Okay? Do we understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Okay, we need the reference angle. That's not, I can't write. Why is this not working?
Is the same thing true for A?
Okay, if we had found C first, okay, and gotten C to be obtuse, we would have done it for A instead. Okay, so whatever our acute angle was in our first triangle, we're going to do 180 minus that value to get our new obtuse angle.
I think the moral of the story is I'll never understand.
Oh, so now we just do 180 minus 138 minus, wait.
Okay, so then now we still have, remember, our angle B is always 21. So to find A, I'm going to do 180 minus 21 minus 138.
63.
So A is now 63 degrees. Okay? Do we understand where those two angles come from for triangle 2? Okay?
Well,
Triangle 2 should be mathematically much easier. Okay? You only do a formula once. Okay, everything else is just adding and subtracting from the first triangle, basically.
Wait, why is it 63?
I don't know, that's what people told me it was.
I don't think that's
Is
right.
that not right?
No, that is not
No,
right.
it's
That doesn't
21.
make sense.
It's how much?
It's 21.
21 degrees.
I'm going to do it one more time, and that's what my calculator is.
Okay.
It does say 63.
Minus 138
I just drew the
minus 21.
I was
21.
incorrect, my bad.
Okay, so now I still know both B values. Okay, I know the angle and I know the side. I now know the angle C and the side C. I need side A is the last thing that I need. So A over the sine of 21 is equal to, I would still always go back just in case somehow this value is wrong. Now, obviously, if this value is wrong, that means your A value is probably wrong too. But I would always go back and use the B values that we know. So B was 17 over, wasn't that also the sine of 21? That looks nice. A is equal to 17 sine of 21 over the sine of 21. Those cancel. So A is just equal to 17.
Here, can you put this picture here?
So for triangle 2 now, the values that I needed to find, angle C is 138 degrees. Angle A is 21 degrees and little a is 17. So notice I'm finding the same thing, same pieces for both triangle, but their values come out to be different. Okay? Now that we've got through the problem, are there any questions about anything? And don't everybody yell at once, because I cannot answer everything at once.
May I use the restroom real quick?
Can you wait? There's like 3 minutes left of class.
I have a question. Sorry.
Who said that? Berkeley?
Yes.
Yes. Hi.
Okay. So you know when there's a line, like a straight line,
Yes.
and then there's a line coming up from the straight line.
Yes.
So if you have one angle, so we have 21. Why wouldn't you just subtract 180? Because is that
I mean, in a sense I did, but I still had to find one of the other angles first because I only knew one of them. Once I found one of the other ones, then I did 180 minus 21 minus the value that I found.
so to find 138? Did you subtract 42 or 21?
I subtracted 42. So whatever angle we found to be C or our acute angle, we do 180 minus the acute angle
Okay.
to start to get that one. Okay, now on a test or a quiz, I'm not going to give you 3 problems that have 2 triangles. Okay? I'm not going to do that to you because that would take way too long. Typically, I give like 1 of each type.
When's our first quiz?
Probably pretty soon.
Friday. I think I saw it on Grid.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It depends because we have to do this. The only thing we have left to do is area. If you want to attempt to start some problems tonight, I'll put them up here. And if not, I'll just put them back up tomorrow if you don't want them.
So nothing's due yet, not even those 2 problems we did for today.
Correct. Those are the 3 problems if anybody wants to start them.